The bigger question is, they were here. Goshen is over here, and the seat basically where Egypt at that time probably was over here, Memphis, maybe a little bit north. Okay, so how would they go from here where Jacob was, and the brothers were, and even where Joseph was, and go to Canaan, but then loop around for some reason the wrong way and be on the other side of the Jordan? It points to a little bit of history, because as we know in Egyptian history, Egypt was first the Lower Egypt, and then eventually combined with the Upper Egypt, becoming a massive country and a massive empire. We know that Joseph basically helped do this when they went through the famine, and not only did he buy everyone's money for the grain, but he also got their property, and he also got themselves as servants and slaves. He created the mass empire for Pharaoh, and he created the situation where there was both the Lower and the Upper Egypt. So now we see, after the famine, and this is after the fact when Egypt was great and combined, so therefore the seat of Egypt is now actually further down here. And the seat of Egypt is here. How do they get to Canaan? They go from the seat of Egypt over here, and then remember there were 70 days before they left to go to Canaan. So for the 70 days they embalmed and they took Jacob's body down here, and then the entire troop, including Pharaoh's household and all the executives over there, came, crossed over here, the Red Sea, came up here, and probably right here on the other side of the Jordan is where this place, Goren Atad, or threshold of Atad is, and then they went to Hebron and they buried Jacob over there. The other explanation is that it doesn't necessarily mean the other side, the east of the Jordan. It could just be the other side of the Jordan River. So Hebron is up here, and they probably came across and down to the south part of the Jordan River. Now, the reason why it's the other side is because it's the other side of this mass pool. Now, back then, the Dead Sea was actually even much bigger. So, if they're coming over here, and this is much bigger, and they basically camp at the southern bank of the Dead Sea, or the Jordan River, and then they continue upward to the other side of it to Hebron, that could also be considered the other side of the Jordan River.